What up, though, people? Thank you for tuning in to the Lions Roar vlog again. We are on the second book of Adam and Eve, chapter 15. I'm gonna jump right in, but it's kind of interesting. Like, so I batch record these, like, just that's just a little bit of the magic that's maybe out the door, but whatever. You're not here to see me be such a great like journalist or talker or something. You're here to hear what I'm about to say. But it's funny because at the end of the video that I just got done doing, like not even a few seconds ago, I said pieces instead of deuces. So I was here like laughing about that, like what pieces? I don't know what I was saying some different stuff in that previous video, but I just love this work. I love this stuff. I haven't read these books in a second, so this stuff is like that whole Lamech chapter a few chapters ago just really threw me. Like I'm still tripping off that. And I just got done reading that, batch recording these, so y'all gotta bear with me. Like it's not like I read it yesterday and I got to process it and came back. Like Lamech was tripping, dog. Like if you didn't listen to a few videos ago, what is this, chapter 15, 14? Go listen to chapter 13. You'll see what I'm saying. All right, another short chapter here with 15. Um, we're going to read the title. The offspring of Adam continue to keep the cave of treasures as a family shrine. Okay? Remember, Adam and Eve felt in their heart, well, it was really Eve's prompt to say like, hey, let's put these things up in here so that perhaps we can use them as a point of remembrance for like what the most high, like where we come from and where we come out of. And like the fig, like the figs would represent this, the gold would represent that, the myrrh and the frankincense, like the scents, the things that they had put up, it was like to be a like a map or like a just like a mental indicator, like a picture of a relic of where we've come from, where we're going. Stay rooted to the Most High. All right. So after the death of Enos, Canaan, excuse me, and I believe Enos is Canaan's son, or Canaan is Enos' son, but I'm not gonna go look that up right now. But they're definitely related. Okay, so yep, Canaan is the son. Let's just keep reading. After the death of Enos, Canaan stood at the head of his people in righteousness and innocence, as his father had commanded him. He also continued to minister before the body of Adam inside the cave of treasures. Then when so I'm guessing that means like encourage the people, speak to the people, like, there's more of us now. We're talking, we're figuring out how to communicate, we're figuring out crude weapon. There's things going on now. Like we're figuring out like, oh, we can eat this, not that, like this plant's okay, that's not okay. We're figuring out how to learn things and do things, and it's things happening. So I believe it means that Canaan, when it says that they ministered, he continued to minister before the body of Adam. I believe that means that, they pay their reverence, but I also believe that means that while they're in this environment and they're in this space where Adam and Eve came up in the cave together and the bodies are there embalmed and there's this energy there, and I believe it's him talking to the people. You understand? Like I believe it's him like admonishing and like encouraging and lifting the people up. I think that's what that means, ministering in front of the body of Adam. I think that's what it means. I don't know. Yeah. But I think that's what it means. We're gonna keep reading and find out though. It always happens, and I love when it happens because like I said, it's just like what I'm gonna do. Let's say like if I say something wrong and then I find out that I'm wrong. What I'm gonna do, get an attitude and then try and twist it and make it into what I want it to be. That's what a lot of men do. And that's what a lot of people have done with the scriptures. And they mad that certain things is getting exposed and certain things keep getting talked about, and they can't use no more commercial terms to try to cut down the truth. They can't use anti-Semitic as a German-made term in an attempt to further keep the true posterity away from their promise. At least some of them who don't know. I just find that interesting. But let's keep reading. Then when he had lived 910 years, suffering and affliction came upon him. And when he was about to enter his rest, all the fathers with their wives and children came to him and blessed them and adjured them by, and prompted them, made them assure him by the blood of Abel the just, saying to them, let no one, meaning like, if you said it on Abel, you make it so. Because you know what happened with Abel. He was very precious and that didn't have to happen to him. So if we're saying it on Abel, you know how like modern days when they get into like the little gang street culture, have life, all that, on duck, on fold them, on, all that. Yeah. If you're saying on Abel, man, you better not mess up, bro, because the Most High might take that serious. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they knew, like to say, like, hey, we could use this, and this is going to be very impactful to us because we all loved Abel and we hate what happened to him. Okay, so he's like, he adjured them by the blood of Abel the just, because we've heard that throughout the last few chapters, right? Saying to them, let no one among you go down from this holy mountain and make no fellowship with the children of Cain the murderer. Now we're hearing it again. We've heard this multiple times this week. Make no fellowship with them dark outsiders, bro. I don't care if they're your family or not. No fellowship with them. That's it. That, like, there's nothing happening, okay? Don't connect with them. We don't care how irritated they get over it. We don't care how they talk about you. We don't care how they like squat up and gossip about you. We don't care like whatever they do or say or how loud they try to get to irritate you. Stay away from them. Period. Mahalalel. Here's our special name here. This son got a special name. Mahalalel, his firstborn son, received this commandment from his father, who blessed him and died. Then Mahalalel embalmed him with sweet spices and laid him in the cave of treasures. Okay, because remember, Enos and Mahalalel were brothers, right? We figured that out, I think, like in the last few chapters or so. We actually figured it out before, but we said it recently. So he embalmed him, Mahalalel, embalmed him with sweet spices and laid him in the cave of treasures with his fathers, and they made offerings for him after the custom of their fathers. So just like their fathers made offering, they made offerings for the death of their father and their leader. Okay, that is the end of chapter 15. And man, like, as you see, chapters are a little bit shorter. I think this thing goes up to like chapter 23 or 24. I think let's look real fast. Let's look real fast. Come on, bro. Like this. Okay. See, this went way farther than where it was supposed to go. Good night. All right. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I'm gonna have to stop this video or pause it or something while I go back to, because that junk just went to something totally different than what I was on. Hold on, y'all. This is whack right here, man. All right. After chapter 15, this is what I wanted to do. I'm gonna draw that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chapters left, and that's it. So that means, like I said, about a week, a little over, and we're going to be ready to go back up to the books of Genesis. I appreciate y'all for taking this journey with me. I know it's a little bit more of a crawl, but I want to give people a chance, at least the ones who find this vlog and they enjoy keeping up. I want to allow them a chance to keep up, because I know with information like this and vlogs like this, it can get excuse me, it can get very it can get very difficult to keep up if you get behind. And like, if someone's always posting every day with content like this, it can get oversaturated and you can just kind of feel like a little overwhelmed. I don't want that to be the case. So that's why I try to put breaks. I was doing like 3 times a week, and because I had like other stuff going on, like where I'm using my voice, but I'm like now I'm going every other day, and my voice has began to adapt and accept the fact that I'm putting more strain and use on it, so I'm not losing and losing my voice and having pain in my throat as much. Okay, so that's it, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Thank you for coming back. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, yo, listen. If this information resonates with you, you probably know someone who will resonate with. Please share it with them. I know it's raw. I know it's like, I know it's raw and crude and it's just very straightforward. And I don't do any editing and it ain't no whole pretty, all that, broadcast. I got that going. I'm about to start posting some video game stuff that's so cold, man. Like I got other things going on. It's just, this is a tithe. This vlog is a tithe. If you don't understand, let me say, I'm gonna say this on the way out, and then that's gonna be it for this video. If you don't understand that when you tithe something, you don't always have to give money. Okay? A tithe is a top of what you have to give. So what if you ain't got no money? Give your time. That's your tithe. Give your volunteer at the church, go help people. Outreach. That's your tithe. Find a way to be encouraging. Go on social media. This, like I said, this is a tithe. Understand that. Why? Because I have a desire to give to the Most High. And I don't need nothing for it. Like this vlog, I already know that the Most High has said at a certain point that he wants it to grow. So it's going to get funded because it's going to grow. But as far as like what I'm looking back from the funding, I know, okay, look, like bottom line, raw, blunt, I know that my investing into the advertising to help it grow, that's not anything that I'm looking to recruit back. That's part of the willful, cheerful giving of my time, just like my money would be given of that resource and that energy and that flow. And I will be giving that too. It would be part of the tithe. Do you understand? When I can give more, then yeah, the tithe is going to increase, because why not? Well, like, you understand what I'm saying? It like I said before, I don't know if it was this video or the previous one, but I just said it recently in the last 2 or 3 videos. Like, the offering wasn't about necessarily the offering itself having power, like the blood and the sacrifice or what you bring, or because offerings have changed from then to now. You know what I'm saying? Like it was about the value to the group, which was the cattle or the bird or the living animal or the gold or whatever that thing was that was going to be of benefit to raising the temple or helping the people or whatever it was. But you had to sacrifice the best. That was the point. And then if you did something extra, like went and started stealing or doing something, you committed adultery, you did something extra that you weren't supposed to have done, you then had to give more on top of what you already had to give. And that meant something. That meant something. And you gotta, now people gotta know, now you gotta sit back like, man, you see them, you done already gave one of your best bulls. Now you gotta give up, you ain't got no other bull. So now you gotta give up, you ain't got no other best bull. You gotta give up a couple of turtle doves, whatever. You know how they used to have to give up like 4 different small animals to equal, like, to pay the recompense for what the larger one was, because that was how they were dealing with their money, with the literal animals. So fast forward to today, sacrificing is different. Like, who's walking around with cattle and doves and farmers? like, but ironically, farmers maybe feel like how I feel this is a tithe. Farmers could probably make a sacrifice for a certain thing and maybe like give the animal to the local shelter or something like that. That's a tithe. That's a sacrifice. That's an offering. You understand? Is it going to be an offering that's going to save a spirit or a soul? I can't say that or not. I don't think so, because that's the whole point of Yahshua. That was that whole thing. So it's like, again, the offering has changed. So, it's just like, this is a vlog for me. I mean, this vlog is a tithe for me. Like, I show up here because I love it. and because I want to be obedient, and because once I felt the prompt to do this, I followed it. Here's what you have to know. I started this vlog in like 2021. It was on YouTube. I just had a lot of stuff going on social media at the same time. It just really just made me not want to be bothered, because my TikTok had grew to like 33,000 people. They banned me for 2 years. Um, my YouTube was growing. But well, at that same time when YouTube banned me, I just got so frustrated. I said, man, forget all social media. And I went to go delete the YouTube that I was doing, this same type of vlog, but it actually had grew and I didn't know it. So I'm like, yo, I haven't checked this junk in a second because I hadn't posted there. I was just posting. I didn't even have no like regular posting schedule like that, or like how I batch record these. That's why I know to batch record these now, because I already multiple times by trial and error. Well, twice. Yeah, twice by trial and error. Because no, 3 times. Because I actually started on Facebook during the pandemic. Then I went over to YouTube. And then from YouTube, I was on TikTok after they let me back on TikTok 2 years after that time I told you about. And then once they started tripping on TikTok, like, and all that stuff, and the spirit was like, we want you to get off TikTok because it's just going to be too much and your momentum it's a certain thing that we know has to happen with you. So go back to YouTube. And this is the vlog, and it's been here ever since. So when you go back to like, if you make it to this point in the video, when you go back to like Genesis, at the beginning of Genesis, I go from Genesis chapter 1 to Genesis chapter, I think 5, and then it deviates to this books of Adam and Eve. That's why Genesis is not finished yet. We're going to finish Genesis once we finish the books of Adam and Eve. Okay, so that's the cool thing how that's gonna go. That's the end of the video. I don't have nothing else to say. Y'all be blessed, man. Come back another day. Peace.